Hey guys, what is up? It has been a minute um, since I made one of these videos, but it's a little earlier in the morning and I got the bug, the feeling of creativity. And so I'm going to try to just we may not finish this all in one video, but um, I just want to at least kind of like just start something. So we're going to use this wet stucco roller and I have an idea of what I want to draw, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, so we're just gonna go with it. So I'm just freestyling at this point. So we'll just see what comes up. It's definitely gonna be sci-fi though, for sure. Just because that's like that's truly my thing. It's just doing sci-fi stuff. And I believe this is all just gonna be like we're gonna be painting, so not so much of how to say um we're not going to be doing like a sketch layer or anything. So this is all just going to be just some paint. You know what? I think I actually want to make this look bigger because I think the image is starting to come clearer in my head as I'm creating this. Okay. So so I yeah, as I'm drawing, this is one of my favorite methods to do, which this just kind of, I don't know, I always feel very like free when I'm creating like this. And this is, I mean, I'm just making it looks like just a big blob, which technically it is, but um, I'm able to see a lot in this blob of like what it is that I actually want to create. And it's just one of those things where it's an easier, for me it's an easier way to start a drawing a lot of times. So let's see, so I'll just do this. So at this point you could probably tell we're making some kind of like a space character, soldier or something. Okay, so let's just, we can define a lot of this later. Okay, I think that's gonna work for what I need. I don't know, using this method of just kind of like making a big blotchy drawing and then coming in and then doing the details, for me it's just um this is one of those things where it feels more in control. I do apologize too if my voice sounds like kind of weird. I woke up not too long ago, so at the time of recording this video. But you gotta create when the inspiration kicks in, right? Okay. Okay, and so I think I'm about there. I think we're there. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new layer and we're gonna start adding some color. Let me try something first before I start doing this. Let me duplicate this and actually hold on, let me move this out of the way. Um, Let me do something. Let go to filters. Do this. Oops. And probably not going to see that a whole lot, but there is some color to it. Let's see if we can brighten it up a little bit with. I'll make it a little bit darker. So practically, what this is doing is you'll probably notice the difference between the two, but this is kind of giving me a slight undercolor to build on, which I actually like the way that looks. So now what I'll do is I'm going to switch my brush though. I'm going to switch to I really like the clay roller brush. So let's try. Let's see how. Oops. Gotta make that bigger for sure. Yeah, I really like this brush. This one is really beautiful for when you're doing like conceptual art. And I'm gonna drop my opacity a little bit because I want to see the kind of the strokes underneath. But yeah, I really like this brush. I like this one a lot. Okay. I think I want to make it a little bit. There we go. I do apologize, guys, on how long it's taken me to get another video like this out. I've been pretty busy, just with a multitude of things. But you know, no matter like what technology comes out with all this like VR stuff and all these things, like nothing's ever gonna like replace this for me. Like actually just being able to pick up a pen and just like sketch down ideas. I just think this is one of those, you know, forms of creation that is kind of like it's past the test of time. I think, at least in my own mind. Okay, I'm gonna merge those two layers together, and now I'm gonna start kind of like building. I need to build out a little bit of shadow, so I need like a shadow from like his visor. I need that like kind of coming out here, so I'm gonna make this little area just like so. I actually need to slice that. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. For those of you that are wondering, I am using the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, and I am using Infinite Painter, which is truly an amazing app. I really like it. I've seen some, you know, some people have said like they've had issues and stuff with it, but I don't know. I haven't had those issues, honestly. And so I just like until I actually have like some like major issues, like I'm just gonna, you know, I'll report on that for sure. Like if it ever comes up, but it's not happening for me. So, you know, sometimes I still think about like when I switched over to Apple, and that was someone's advice that they were trying to give me it was a long time ago, but they were trying to give me some advice, and they were like, well, you know, like that seems to be the number one drawing platform that people are using, and blah 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 blah. And you know, if you want followers and this and that and stuff, you know, I don't know. I was younger then, and so I was kind of playing more of the YouTube game at that time, trying to like, you know, trying to get my channel to stand out and stuff. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll try, but that was I mean I don't want to make it sound like it was like terrible, because you know the iPad, it definitely had its advantages, but it just that it just wasn't me. I made some really cool artwork on the iPad, and I'm not saying that I would never use it again, but my channel has always been kind of more for the people who really want an alternative to, like, you know, like, I don't know, I'm against that whole, like, oh well, you have to use this thing because this is what everyone else is using. um you know, I've been getting along just fine with uh with my Samsung tablet. So yeah, sorry if I'm just kind of rambling throughout this video, but that's kind of what happens when I do these drawing sessions. I just kind of start talking. The last series that I did, I was originally I was gonna sell that, and I think you guys remember that. I'm jumping all over the place, but whatever. I was originally gonna sell that series to my subscribers, but honestly, like, I just have like I have a weird feeling about charging people for, like, my artwork, or like or teaching. I don't know. I know um a lot of people out there think that, like, you know, you should, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I just couldn't bring myself to, like, actually do it, so I just posted it for free on my channel. I hate, like, the fact of, like, you know, learning being behind a wall of, like, you have to pay, especially when it comes to art, you know. And I know that for some people, like, you know, it's beneficial to them. It helps them, you know, whether do more of this kind of stuff or whatever. Like, I get all of that, but, you know, if I don't feel right about it 100%, then I'm just not gonna do it until, like, it actually just makes more sense to me, I guess. I don't know. um okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these two layers. Actually, hold on, I'm going to keep an original of, I always want to keep an original. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to my curves, and I'm going to just kind of play around with this a little bit and try to change it up a little. There we go. It's kind of like that. I don't know. I think the green tones can kind of stay out. Yeah, I think it's okay just the way it is. We're gonna leave it like that. Okay. Color. Or maybe I'll turn the brightness up a little bit though, because I feel like it's a little dark. Let's try playing around with. I kind of like that look right there. Okay. This is still very much a mess. There's still a lot that needs to be done. I need to, like, kind of recorrect certain spots, which I'm gonna actually do a little bit of right now. There was a time where I was, like, so scared to, like, once I, like, did a drawing of something, and I was, like, so scared to, like, re-edit it, because I was like, oh Lord, like, I got it looking into, like, at this point, and I don't want to mess it up. But I'm kind of past that, to where it's like, even if I feel like I've messed something up, um, it's like I know enough things to uh, correct it. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, we could try this, or could try that. I like using this tool because it also it makes me feel like I can kind of, like, stylize the character a little bit. Like, you do, like, your rough, like, layout of the character, right? And then you start to kind of, like, fine tune it, like pushing all the little pieces together and just getting just getting a feel for what this is going to be. Who's this character? What's the story behind this character? And all that good stuff. So, which I actually feel like I'm going to make it a female character. And so we're going to push the waist in a little bit, which will definitely help to sell that a little bit more. Don't be scared of your drawing like looking like kind of messy when when you're starting. Like just embrace it. Just let it carry you. It's gonna be okay. I think we're gonna switch back to the paint roller for some of these little details that, well, we're not even really doing serious details right now, but we're just more in the process of like kind of defining certain areas of the drawing. It's funny because if we don't, well, we're not going to, but we're not going to finish this whole drawing in one video. But the part 2 of this, I probably won't be like still sleepy, so I'll probably sound more energetic. It'll just be funny for whoever's watching these like back to back, and they'll be like, "Oh wow, he's he's definitely awake now." So I swear, like, you know, just drawing, this is truly like, it's so relaxing. It really is. Like, it's such a relaxing thing to do. And that's why, like, I just keep coming back to this, because, you know, even with VR, and you guys know how much I love VR. But still, sometimes I just get tired of like having something like on my face, because, you know, after a while it can just feel heavy, you know. And so, but I still want to be creative, and so that's why I always come back to my tablet. And that's why there will always be this type of content on the channel, because this is my absolute 100%. This is my first actual, like, this is my passion. Like, the first passion, you know. I have all kinds of different passions. VR, like I said, is definitely one. Definitely one. But, you know, you can't top this. You can't top it. I'm doing little highlights right here on certain parts of the armor. Just like so. I hope you guys don't mind kind of getting these more raw videos of just like, not, like I said, not really playing the YouTube game. I just, sometimes it's a challenge just to get a video out. And so, you know, if it's not all the fancy logos and all that stuff, and hey, subscribe at the end and all that stuff, like, I hope you guys are okay with that, because, you know, I don't know. I just want you guys to know that, like, I'm definitely here without having to, like, do all of that stuff all the time. You know, sometimes I need to, you know, when you're doing stuff like product reviews or whatever, you kind of have to maybe be a little bit more, you know, I don't know if I don't know if I want to use the word professional or whatever, but definitely you have to just kind of like, I don't know, maybe more, I should say, like, more marketable. Sometimes you have to play that, but for like this, like with, like, you know, like what we've been doing forever, like just drawing, yeah, it's just, we can just take it easy and just chill. Okay, so we're about at 20 minutes right now, so I'm going to probably stop this video and because I feel like that's a good chunk of time for anyone to like sit and watch. So I'll stop the video, and we will I promise you we will continue this the next time I get some time to draw it, which will not be like a long time or anything, so don't think this is going to take like weeks for you to get the next part. But yeah, I do want to stop it right here, and we'll continue to go through and, you know, correct the drawing as need be. But I like the way it's coming along right now, so we'll figure it out. So anyway, hope you guys like this video. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, sound off in the comments below. All my Android lovers, Samsung Galaxy Tab lovers, you know, just I love reading about how you guys are enjoying your tablets and stuff. So feel free to just post all that stuff below. All right, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So this is only part 1, and this will probably be a 3 or 4 part video. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. You know, it still does help, I'm not gonna lie, but if you want to. So all right, talk to you guys later. Bye.